Okay, guys, I'm back. It's been a couple of days, and sometimes you just don't feel the groove. It just doesn't come. But I had an idea. I was just driving along again. That's where I get my best ideas. Just driving along, and one of the things I was thinking about the whole INFJ Born or Created deal. Where's the parameters? Where's the boundaries of how far do I look? Because I figured that I sort of knew by the time I was early 20s. I've also heard this thing said that by the time you're 25, it's your life now. You cannot blame your parents for anything anymore. I like that. It's time to grow up. 25, bang, done. Don't blame your parents for anything anymore. So what am I doing? I'm not doing it. I'm actually pretty half by making excuses for some of that, but no. So that's another number, 25. The whole idea we're trying to work out whether INFJs are born or created. Maybe any personality type, but I think INFJs are a little bit unique. I've got to say that I'm biased, but when's the cutoff? When do you know? When should you know? There's a video that YouTube threw up at me. I don't know. It's been throwing up a couple of things at me lately. And there was this one where she says that she doesn't do any MBTI testing, Myers-Briggs testing, personality testing, on people that are less than 14, and Myers-Briggs doesn't advise to do it on less than 12 because people haven't found their personality yet. Was that an answer? Is that an answer to say that, no, personality types are made, not born? How does that explain some of my scenarios of 3 and 4 and 5? Telling adults stuff that they should know. Like, I'm 5 years old and I'm telling them how to bring up their kids. I believe they call it the old soul sort of syndrome. The INFJs get called old soul. I don't know. I even had the thoughts, when I'm in me mid to late 20s, I thought, if I died right now, and if everyone that knew me, that had known me over the years, like best friends here and there, because INFJs, they generally, I know with me, I usually only have 1 or 2 friends, and then that usually cycles out. You sort of grow apart, or move apart, or something like that, and sometimes that best friend's your partner, sort of thing. I don't know. You don't really like people too much. You don't really trust them that much, or you don't. They're just empty vessels. You're disappointed, So anyway, so I had this idea, and late 20s, mid 20s. I thought, if I died and people came to my funeral, and say they do that thing at the wake, afterwards they have a few beers, or whatever, whatever the scenario is, when they're all talking amongst themselves and saying all the stories about that person. I thought then that all these people would feel that they didn't know me at all once they hear the stories from those other people, because I was different people with different. I was a different person with different people, and that not everyone gets to know everything. This is including all my brothers and stuff like that. My brothers did, got to know a fair bit, some of them especially, but still, no, not really. Not compared to some friends. And so if you mix that all together, all that collective knowledge of an INFJ that's me, then I reckon at best you're getting 50%. So it's a hard thing to boil this down to work out if INFJs are born or created, or what goes into it. Anyway, I'm just going to do a quick one there today because I just thought, oh, where's the parameters? Because we've sort of started talking about my upbringing because of a little bit of a backstory because of my mother and maybe my father and my grandparents, and the backstory of the family dynamic. Is this like some Yellowstone or something like that, where the next series is going back a generation or two to see what happened? So where's the line? I might do some of that, but then that sort of gets to be not about me, but it is, because it's what makes me, that environment, I think, that is created, that that you're created in, and how did that environment get created? It's like, I don't know, is it sins of the father, or the cycle continues, the abuse cycles and things like that. I'm not saying I'll get abused. There was some mental abuse there for sure, but when you're dealing with a nutcase mother, that's probably, if not just generally screwed up, narcissistic, I'd say, maybe. But that's a term that gets bandied about a bit too much, maybe. Anyway, that's what I'm going to try and come up with some parameters, and if you've got any ideas, I mean, there's about 2 of you watching now. Please, like if you do want to see it, hit subscribe for the hell of it, and it'll give me a little bit of a G up to think that I'll do some more. And I don't know why I'm doing this. This is sort of crazy for an INFJ to put himself out there. Not that I'm just an INFJ, really. It's a bit crazy to put yourself out there. It's like writing a diary online for everyone to see. So what I'm saying is, if you subscribe and stuff, YouTube might put it out there more, so more people will be, oh geez, this is messy. What the hell am I doing? Anyway, I'll come back to you, probably, maybe. Maybe, I think I will. Cheers.